Hello, everyone. Hey, Colton, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about you, Mayhem?
Pretty good. This is episode 13, motherfucker.
Woo!
Yeah. Now, everyone knows with 8.0, there's been a new money-making method called crank. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, with 8.0, there's been a few different features that I'm going to go over real quick. Colton, open up your map with me.
All
Now,
right.
if you look carefully, you'll see to the west near Wangshire, there's a heroin field, and southeast or southwest of that is heroin processing. North of Heroin Field is a ephedra field, and just a little bit northeast is the meth lab. And if you look at southeast by Pygros is cocaine field, just southeast of DP22. And in DP21 is cocaine processing. With a new release of 8.0, these drug fields will rotate throughout restarts. So it could stay in the same spot one restart, and then the next time it will go back to its original location. So there's two different places for the heroin field where it is currently, and back over here near DP14. Same with processing. It'll go back up north of Highway Patrol. Cocaine is where it is currently, and back above the low yield quarry, and in this town called Frenny, which is just northeast of Athira. Also, where the ephedra field is currently in the meth lab, obviously it goes back where south of the phosphorus mine and over to the east of the swamp of Pyrgos. Now, these are new locations, so there really is no specific house for running meth anymore, as Athira and DP11 could be useful as long as you're willing to make that drive. There are many locations that collect hydrogen sulfate northwest of DP11, just a little bit by the vehicle factory. There's a hydrogen sulfate and there's a phosphorus mine. Um, I believe very close to that. Or did they move that? I think they removed that. They did. Okay. Well, anyway, there's a phosphorus mine near north of Rotopoli, close to the jewelry store, and there's also a hydrogen sulfate mine just east of that. So if you have a house, you can stock up on those two materials, and then collect your ephedra at a separate location, preferably without a bounty. Um, Now, what else do we have to go over? Oh yeah, the RV, this beautiful, majestic baby. Okay. The RV is purchasable at either any chop shop, which is south of Police HQ, and there's also one in Kavala. Okay, you could also go to Sofia, where the RV shop is, and purchase it there. It costs $22,500. Okay. Now, to process crank, it's the same ingredients as meth, which is hydrogen sulfate, phosphorus, and the ephedra, which you could collect at said locations I just previously explained. Now the sell price of crank, which if you open up your market, you click on crank, it'll sell for $812 for each one. Now the good thing about processing crank is you do need the proper talent points, which is weed processor, then you need heroin junkie, you need cocaine processor, and meth cook. Same thing as running meth. However, when you process crank, the cartel doesn't take shit. Fuck the cartel. Rebellions.
Yeah.
Next thing is setting up the lab. It's very simple. You park your RV anywhere you want. I'm staying near my house, which isn't the smartest idea, due to the fact that when you do set up the lab, smoke will emit from the vehicle, which when that's happening, the vehicle can no longer be moved. The engine will turn red until you disable the lab, which is a progress bar, which I'll show you very shortly. The reason why it's not smart to do it next to a house is because the APD, those motherfuckers. If I am processing right here and a cop pulls up, they have probable cause to stop me, search me, and my vehicle, as long as smoke is emitting from said vehicle. If they see me access my house to collect my materials or store my materials, and there's a lieutenant online, my shit's getting raided. I don't want it raided. I got stuff in here. You can't touch it, Colton. It's mine.
No, not now. Maybe another time.
No, denied. Alright, another thing to mention is you can process these almost anywhere except for inside of an industrial shed, as many people did day one and it has been patched and fixed since. It's because you could purchase industrial sheds, park inside, and lock it, and no one could get to you. So you can no longer purchase inside of an industrial shed. You can no longer process. I don't know why I said purchase inside of an industrial shed, but you can now process within 1 kilometer of a major city. I will show you. I will link maps in the description so you can see the exact radius of the 1 kilometer. But just stay far away from the major city. You'll be fine. A lot of people like to go out in the random areas, like over here and shit, and up here, and process. But major cities are Kavala, Athira, Pygros, and Sofia. Another place to mention is the Free Fire Zone, Arms Island. From the dead center, you cannot process within 3.2 kilometers, which is almost the entire fucking island, I think. And also Skull Island, which is down here, this very far corner. I believe that's Skull Island. It's 300 meters. I guess people would airlift their vehicle back to the lab. Now, the vehicle itself holds an inventory weight of 402, which is normal than any regular box truck, because this is an RV and it's special, and it costs way more. Now, since it holds 402, you can hold 67 of each ingredient. Plus, if you have a carryall, 16. Therefore, you'll have a total of 83 ingredients, or 83 crank total. Which, if you do the math, sells for 67,396, because Cartel doesn't touch shit. Fuck the Cartel. Yeah, no. Nod your head, no. Yeah. Alright, let's set up the lab and let's hope no one comes nearby. I'm too close to a building with a mobile lab. Fuck you, government. Fuck you. Let's move. Colton, go get your materials.
Alrighty then.
I'll move the lab somewhere else. It is. Haha. Fuck the government. Now, this only takes about a minute and a half at most. So it's not bad. Kind of want to shoot you in the head.
Well, that's not going to end very well. Also, you forgot to actually unlock your house this way you can access your inventory.
Oh, shit.
Mistakes were made in the production of this film.
Time out. Alright, everyone. Now that we have set up our lab and Colton's collecting his ingredients from my lovely house, you see the smoke? This shit's visible for up to 1.5 kilometers. Anyone driving by, flying by, will see this shit, and they could shoot us on sight as long as we're near it. Now, if you scroll wheel, you can hit breakdown lab. If you enter your vehicle, you'll see the engine does not work, and I just got pulled out, I think, or it's automatic. Who knows? So, you want to use your ingredients on hand. Scroll wheel, myth, crank, cocktail. This will be about a minute long, so we'll be back when it's done. Alright, after the first process, you'll have crank cocktail, which will now cook in the crank just like meth. You have to cook it twice. As Colton just pointed out, both or anyone using the one RV needs keys to access the processing ability. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. So without the keys, he's useless. And that's when
Very.
you take your gun.
No.
And he runs like a little bitch. Alright, let's cook the rest of this crank. We got a lot more to do. I'll be back when it's all processed. Alright, everyone, this is how you break down the lab. You scroll wheel, hit break down the lab, and you just wait. Hopefully the smoke should also stop, and then the engine should start working again. So let's just give it a minute. Okay, let's back up. Let's make sure no more smoke puffs up. We should be in the clear. We had a little scare a second ago. We thought we heard a car pull up, which it probably did. Honestly, they're probably waiting for us to load our crank up. So what we're going to do is we're not going to fall into their trap, and we're going to take this vehicle, go get 2 different vehicles from the air shop, and leave in it. As you can tell, the engine is no longer red. So we're going to just leave my house there with our crank, and we'll be back in a moment. Alright everyone, we're back. We have our new vehicles. are Quillins. Mine looks cooler than his because it's a cooler color. We went to my house. We took the crank out. We both have 83 total. And we're going to go to the drug dealer, sell it, get robbed, and go from there. Alright, we got to do a quick sell. So, you know the drill. Double click, sell, double click, sell, drug dealer, sell, double click, take, double click, sell. 2 easy steps.
Zippy and gone.
And then you dip so you don't get shot.
Or called by the cops.
Yeah, the moment you leave the drug dealer and if they're not initiated with you, they have to initiate. They can't just shoot you. Colton taking a fucking shortcut like an asshole.
Hey man, I know what I'm doing. I know my way.
Fuck off.
And there he goes.
And
Recording
then
reported.
store all 67,519, which is $200 more, or about a little over $100 more than what I said we would make, which is really nice, really nice. We're responsible for almost all of that crank on the market. All right, everyone, that concludes this episode. We made a little over $60,000, almost $70,000 off of one RV full, which if you did that alone, it's a pretty good profit, but we did 2 people to show how it worked. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and I'll respond as soon as possible. Also, to mention, there is a phosphorus mine up here. I don't know why I did not recognize that before. I'm stupid. I will admit this, but no one's perfect. Okay? So, like I said, like, comment, subscribe if you wish, and I'll have a next episode out as soon as I can. I have off all next weekend, not week, the weekend, so I'll try to have a Scotch video. Colton's like a master at Scotch because it's all he fucking does. Hey,
How you make
lad,
money.
don't fucking message me asking me if I'm making another video, you Mongol. You're in the video now, you Mong. Have a good day, everyone. See ya.
Bye.
Trust